pack it.
Play.
Yeah, listen. Yes, there's a 1% of fighters that can do that. That's where we truly say skills pay the bills. Right here. Mayweather wasn't a 154 pounder. He should have never been in that ring with fighters like Miguel Cotto. Never. But his skills made up for his size. There's very few men in the world that can do that.
So you agree?
I think Shakur's maxed out, if I'm being honest. I think he's maxed out and he knows it.
Maxed out what? Weight-wise or skill-wise?
No, maxed out weight-wise. He's maxed out. At some point, no matter how much skill you have, if you're just that much bigger than me, you're not going to be like, for instance, no matter what I feel about Naoya, the Monster Inoue, he's just too small. If you put him in the ring with Terrence Crawford's going to beat the shit out of him because he's just too big. Okay, if you put Naoya, the Monster Inoue, in with fucking Rolly might rock Naoya. Rolly's nowhere near the skill, but he's just too big. At some point, he's going to be able to walk through his punches. You're just too big. I think Shakur's maxed out. He knows it. Look at you gotta look at the clues. He talks a big talk. Shakur walks with a big stick, right? But he tells the truth. He tells the truth in between his stories. You'll find the truth in how he talks. He says, I walk around at this weight. I spar with guys 160, 170, 180. I can actually go up there and beat these guys. But here comes the truth. I'll fight Ryan Garcia, but only if it's at 144 at a catch weight. He's telling you. There's the truth. There's the honesty. He talks a big talk. He says he can, but the truth is there if you just...
Well, 44, that means that none of them, even if they lose, they don't lose their belts.
No. That's not... He's not worried about their belts or what they lose. Or he wants to beat you. He's not concerned for you. He's telling you, I can't do 147, but I'll fight you at 144 if we can make the fight happen, just to prove who would win in a fight between me and you. But this is as far as I'm willing to go. With that, I feel that my body can perform still, and I can still be Shakur Stevenson. You understand? You see, what usually beats a great fighter is not the fact that you beat him in his division. Nonito Donaire, you weren't going to beat him in those lower weight divisions. When he moved up is when he finally lost. When you finally lose is like you weren't going to beat Felix Trinidad at 147. When he moved up to 150, that's when he lost. You weren't going to beat Naoya Inoue at 118. You're not going to beat Floyd ever at 130, 135, 140. No one's going to beat him there. He was forced to move up because he needed to challenge himself. That's how you usually lose. I think that's where Shakur's at. You're not going to beat Shakur at 130. No one is. You're not beating Shakur at 135. Tank ain't going to beat him. Shakur has to go up to risk it all, to make it interesting, to make the skill versus the size even. Because you're not going to beat him at his real weight. Those are the exceptional fighters. That's the 1% of boxing.